The president of China is in California for a summit that's supposed to put the spark back in his country's relationship with the U.S. Xi Jinping and President Barack Obama will meet at a luxury resort on the edge of the Mojave Desert, away from the pressure of Washington. But Obama will likely have tough questions about China's electronic spying on the U.S. It's believed China has scooped up military secrets and even hacked into Obama's 2008 presidential campaign. Patrick Brown is a former CBC correspondent who covered China for more than 20 years. We're going to turn to him now in Pender Island, British Columbia, to discuss this meeting. So, Patrick, nice to see you. The leaders are meeting at this luxurious private estate called Sunnylands in California. It's not as formal as some of these meetings in the past. Do you see any significance in that?
I think it's significant in the sense that it means that the people in Washington and Beijing have decided that the way they've been relating to each other for the last few decades could do with a bit of a retuning. The thing is that in the past, Chinese presidents and the Chinese diplomatic apparatus was always obsessed with the fact that it's been weak for a couple of hundred years and that it needs the respect of the world. And so their focus has always been on the 21-gun salute and the walking up the red carpet and the handshake and the state banquet and how many forks there will be. And there was absolutely no spontaneity whatsoever, even when the two presidents have gotten together in private in the past. The Chinese have stuck to the script. Well, Xi Jinping, who took office in March as president, seems to have a slightly different style. He's not only willing to have come to California, whereas it was really Barack Obama's turn to go to Beijing and meet him at the Great Hall of the People, but also to have a sort of informal kind of summit with fewer staffers there, so that the two leaders will actually be able to communicate with each other as human beings instead of just hurling talking points to each other across the room.
So, while the optics, though, appear to be much more relaxed, how would you characterize the actual U.S.-China relationship?
It's a difficult one. China has becoming more of a world power economically and militarily, and evidently the United States, having been the only superpower since the collapse of the Soviet Union, is finding lots of areas of friction, and there's been quite a bit of elbowing in the corners, and these two big countries really have to cooperate. They have a lot of points where they differ strenuously and significantly, and I don't think any of that's going to change. A more friendly atmosphere, a more casual atmosphere, a better dialogue isn't going to change the competitive interests of the two countries, but it might make it easier for the two leaders over the next remaining 4 years of Obama's term to deal with issues as they come up.
Patrick, nice to see you. Thank you very much. That is former CBC correspondent Patrick Brown in Pender Island, BC.